Yo guys, what's going on? It's Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Nikita. Now, before we do, drop a like on this video, man. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing here on the channel. Whether we're talking about possible wipe, whether we're talking about Nikita, whether we're talking about money guides, doesn't matter what it is. You guys are absolutely killing the like button. You guys are slaughtering it, man. You're showing no mercy to that like button, so make sure you do that on this video here today. And if you're new around here, drop that sub. Stick around a while. Love to have you for this wipe. You know, make you some money, help you out with some tips and tricks, or just help you in the next wipe, whatever it's going to be. Stick around here to the channel. We're growing an amazing community already, and I'd love to have you around. So let's talk about Nikita, the troll, this snake, and the wonderful man who made this beautiful game that we all adore and love. So Nikita, lead developer of BSG. If you guys don't know all your history, quick history lesson. He is the lead dev, and 99% of what Nikita says is true and will happen. So if he talks about Streets of Tarkov and it's 100% confirmed, we're going to get the map. If he talks about Lighthouse, which he's already done, we're going to get the map. So all that stuff, you know, no matter what he says, content related, is going to come into the game at some point. But when we're talking about wipe, which is the 1% of the 99%, is when we get a little hazy. So I'm going to show you an example if I can find the clip from the podcast. I don't know if I'll be able to, but for the 12.10 patch, we had Nikita say there will not be a wipe intended or with this patch. I don't know the exact words, but if I can find the clip, it'll play right now.
The final question. When's the wipe? It's Pistily? It's not me. It was him. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger.
Wipe. I can tell you when. If you think that it will be in 12.9, to most likely you're mistaken. Because I don't know. Like, we need to add something more. We need to think about it. Like, and we don't want to actually say something about wipe because it's always the same. Every single time when we say like, okay, there will be wipe, like the people stop playing the game and starting to be, I don't know how to say it.
Maybe
Like,
just surprise us with a wipe.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Just surprise us.
Christmas present.
we are not doing the wipe for the 12.9, so relax. And
And if it didn't play, I'm sorry I couldn't find it. But if it did, then basically it is showing you that Nikita said that at 12.10 there will not be a wipe. And the next day, the next couple days, 2-3 days, I know it was less than a week, we got patch notes on the BSG forums, which I actually made a video on. I made my channel on the 20th because I was preparing for 12.10 and wanted to roll over some of the Tarkov content. I uploaded it at one point on my main channel, Acez-Gaming. It's a Call of Duty channel, and I didn't want to have two different niches in one channel, so I made this channel. And then 4 days after making my channel, we have patch notes come out, and I was like, awesome, 12.10, here we come. At the top of the patch notes, it says like something along the lines of there will be a wipe, there will be wipe, this is a wipe, something like that was on the top of the patch notes. So right there in that moment, all of Nikita's credibility for talking about wipe is completely eradicated because Nikita knows everything. He's the lead developer. So he intentionally lied about it. And there is some marketing and there is some business plays behind that, which is actually pretty smart. We're going to talk about those. But let me talk about what happens when wipe is announced. If you don't know, if this is your first time playing Tarkov and you haven't experienced a wipe yet, basically, Nikita says there's going to be a wipe. There's going to be a wipe happening in 3 days. For the next 3 days, from the moment that comes out of his mouth, what is going to happen is your Escape from Tarkov flea market is going to be eradicated. So right now, M995 is probably selling for about $2,000 to $2,500 a round. There you go. About that price range. When wipe is announced, M995 will probably be between 10,000 and 30,000 rubles a round. Obviously, that is not affordable, but for mega chads who have 300 million rubles, that's nothing, okay? What is also going to happen is what's already starting to happen actually is Jaeger will be sold out of T7s. There you go, 17 million price tag, and he's sold out pretty much constantly. T7s will constantly be sold out during pre-wipe, but let's say there's no pre-wipe event. Let's say there's no event, no raiders on every map. That's what happens during the event. Let's just say that Nikita says wipe 3 weeks, okay? There's a 3-week period now. No event yet. The event will happen in the last 3 days up until wipe, but let's say there's 2.5 weeks before that pre-wipe event. What's actually going to happen is all the players are going to sell all their gear, buy everything they want stockpile Hex Grid, stockpile Slicks, stockpile HKs, M995, AP rounds, you know, whatever it may be. The best of the best gear is going to be stockpiled, and the economy in the game will be completely ruined. Every other item that's not a meta item or required in any way or for any trade will be essentially worthless. And every single map, you're going to have a Chad running an HK with 995, or you're going to have some sort of 9 mil with 7N, or you're going to have AKs with Eagle Neck. You're going to have, what are some of the other meta rounds? I mean, you'll have M61 juice cannons or just regular RSASs. It doesn't matter. You're going to have armor class 6 penning ammo on every single raid, and those guys running that gear are all going to have slicks, are all going to have class 5 helmets with face shields. They're going to have the whole entire 9 yards, guys. And that is why wipe is not announced 3 weeks ahead of time. That's why it's announced a day ahead of time, because this protects newer players. What this essentially means is, let's say little Timmy just got Tarkov, and he's 2 weeks into the game. You know, he has a really cool AK build. He's like level 12. He just got the flea market. You know, he's just starting to make a little progress. He's doing well. You know, he's finally starting to learn all those extracts. Little Timmy goes into customs, and wipe was already announced, but he has no idea what wipe is. He's brand new to the game. Every single time he loads in a raid, he's getting shredded by 995. He doesn't stand a chance. One tapped across the map, absolute slaughter. He's getting thermaled for days. So basically, by not announcing wipe, little Timmy has a chance to actually play the game up until wipe, instead of not being able to play for 3 weeks straight. As soon as wipe's announced, every single player that has a lot of money, a lot of gear, is going to be playing the game constantly, as much as they can, to burn through all their money. They have nothing to wait for now. So when it comes to not announcing wipe, it's very smart for newer players. It's basically a newer player protection. And for anybody who might get pissed off at this, just be thankful there's no skill-based matchmaking at Tarkov. There never will be, because Nikita's the GOAT. It's a Russian company. There's never going to be skill-based matchmaking. If there was, it would completely ruin this game. It's supposed to be hardcore, yes, but skill-based matchmaking is not needed in Tarkov. So to have some sort of preventative measure to help newer players in a way is really nice to see. You know, not having skill-based matchmaking still makes it super hardcore, super brutal for those new players, but at least they're not getting shredded every single raid by just absolute W key bunny hopping chads. So that is the main reason Nikita lies about wipe, in my opinion. There could be some other business and marketing behind it, but in my opinion, it keeps the hype for the game. It keeps the suspense for the game. It keeps the safety of newer players. It does a lot of things for the overall health of the game, and it's all very beneficial. That's why Nikita lies about wipe. He says these things like late June, early July to keep you playing the game, and then out of nowhere, the first week of June, the game's going to wipe. Hopefully it doesn't, because I know I'm going away that weekend, but, you know, nonetheless, Nikita is not to be trusted about wipe information. Guys, that's why not to trust Nikita when it comes to anything wipe related. If anything didn't make sense, drop a comment. I'll respond. Unless you're being an idiot, then I'm not going to respond, because I don't want to lose my IQ points, my brain cells, okay? I deal with enough of you guys on the last video when I said, don't trust Nikita, he's not reliable, and then 20 people commented, Nikita said, June. Okay, guys, I get it, but you don't understand. So now you understand. Make sure you drop that like, subscribe for new sponsors, and equipment description below. Membership option down there if you want to support the channel. And one extra step, not required. You just viewing the videos is good enough for me. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out.